Hi, everybody. So this is our last week of learning, and I wanted to do something fun and kind of silly. So I'm going to read What If You Had Animal Hair? I'm going to read this book to you. And each day you are going to have an activity of something fun you can do that goes along with this book. So today I'm going to read this book, and then I'll tell you what your assignment is for today. What if you had animal hair? What if one day when you woke up, the hair on your head wasn't yours? What if overnight a wild animal's hair grew in instead? Let's see. Polar bear. A polar bear has a double coat of hair to keep it warm. There's a woolly undercoat close to the bear's skin. Above that is a top coat made of 6-inch long, stiff, oil-coated hairs. A polar bear's hair looks as white as Arctic snow because the top coat hairs are hollow and clear. They reflect the light just like snow. I'm going to save and read these facts for another day. If you had polar bear hair on your head, you could play outdoors in cold, wet weather and never need a hat. Reindeer. A reindeer has a double coat too. It also has a lot of hair, as many as 5,000 outer hairs per square inch of skin. Each long, stiff outer hair has a hollow core. These hairs trap air. In addition to keeping the reindeer warm, its hairs help this heavy animal float in the water. If you had reindeer hair, swimming would always be easy, even in the roughest of waters. Musk Ox. A musk ox has the longest hair of any wild animal. Some hairs are as long as 2 feet. Its shaggy coat hangs down to its hooves. This coat is also double thick and so tough it acts like a suit of armor. If you had musk ox hair, you could play outside day or night, in winter or summer, without worrying about frostbite, sunburn, or bug bites. Oryx. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I'm just going to go with that. An oryx has hair that is just right for its African desert home. The oryx's pale colored coat reflects sunlight and keeps it from overheating. The hairs are also so short that any cool breezes easily reach its skin. If you had oryx hair, you'd never need a comb or a brush. Even if you rolled on the ground, your hair would be too short to tangle or collect dirt. So they have super short hair. Ooh, lion. A male lion has a mane, long, thick hair on the back of its head, neck, and shoulders. When it comes to having a mane, size matters. Scientists learned that female lions, called lionesses, prefer males that have big manes. That could be because the healthiest males usually have the largest manes. If you had a lion's mane, you'd stand out in a crowd. You'd look big and bold. Zebra. A zebra's hair grows in black and white stripes. These stripes help it stay safe. Whether standing still or running, zebras usually stick together in a herd. Seeing so many stripes confuses hunters like lions and hyenas. If you had zebra hair, you wouldn't have to work at being one of a kind. Each zebra has a stripe pattern that is completely unique. So that means all zebras' patterns are different. They may look the same, but they're still different. All right, three-toed sloth. A three-toed sloth's hair often looks green because little plants called algae grow all over it. Sloths live in damp rainforests and rarely move, making their bodies a good place for algae to live. However, having green hair isn't a bad thing. Green hair helps sloths blend into their homes in the treetops and hide from predators like jaguars and eagles. If you had three-toed sloth hair, you'd never be alone because of the algae. Your hair would be home to many different kinds of harmless insects. Arctic fox. An Arctic fox's hair is snow white in winter. Each hair is also each hair is also fat, helping make its coat thick and warm. As the days grow longer and heat up, an Arctic fox sheds its wintertime hair and grows a new brown coat. Now each hair is skinny, helping make its coat thin and keeping the fox from getting too hot. Besides staying comfortable, changing its coat keeps an Arctic fox perfectly colored to sneak up on prey, such as lemmings and voles. If you had Arctic fox hair, you'd never get tired of your hair color because it would change with the seasons. Giant pangolin. A giant pangolin's body is covered with scales, which consists of the same substance as hair. Like hair, the scales are made of tough keratin and grow out of the skin. A giant pangolin's scales also start small and grow longer until, at last, they fall out. New scales grow in to replace the old ones that are lost. If you had giant pangolin scales, you wouldn't need to put on a helmet to ride your bike. Porcupine. A porcupine has a normal coat, but it also has special hairs too, called quills. Quills are stiff, needle-like hairs. If attacked, barbs on the end of each quill poke into the enemy's skin. Then, even when they separate, the porcupine's quills stay stuck in the enemy. If you had a porcupine's quills, bullies would never bother you. I thought this animal was kind of interesting, weird looking. Star-nosed mole. Look at that, so weird. A star-nosed mole's hair, unlike most animal hair, can lie flat in any direction. Pushed forward, sideways, or straight back, its hair will never stick up. It will always lie flat against its body. This lets a star-nosed mole slip easily through its underground tunnels, whether it's going forward or backing up. If you had star-nosed mole hair, your hair would stay put whatever direction you comb it. So you could brush it however you want and it would still go back. Wild animal hair could be cool for a while, but you don't use your hair to stay afloat or to confuse predators. You don't need your hair to change with the seasons or be a helmet or lie flat in every direction. And you'll never defend yourself with your hair, no matter what. So if you could keep wild animal hair for more than a day, which would be right for you? Luckily, you don't have to choose. The hair that grows on top of your head may look wild from time to time, but it will always be people hair. It will be what you need to protect your head from the heat, chills, and bumps, and make you look your best when it's clean and brushed. In the back, there's some different facts, but I'm going to save those and read those for another day. So your job today is going to be, which animal would you want your hair to look like? If you would like, I attached a sheet that you can print off and use to fill out, or you can just draw a picture of the animal that you would like to have the same hair as, and we'll have more activities as the week goes on.